Welcome to the summer of Mega Man, a special series where I get to basically go through the entire mostly the franchise, because originally my plan was to create 6 Mega Man, but now we're going to be starting the first one off. So here is our bosses, 6 opponents, and we're going to be kicking off with our first boss of the game, Bomb Man. He's actually the easiest opponent in the whole game. You won't be surprised anyway. This is Mega Man. Your object is, of course, you go right and you shoot objects for power-ups, lives, and spears. This is the only Mega Man in the history of the franchise to actually have a score count. It's considered by many to be the starting point of the series, although not the most popular of the series. The most popular series tends to be this sequel and the third entry in the game. Or if you're believing the recent re-releases, then you have to say the PS2 version, the 9th version, and the 10th version. There is no chance I'm going to be touching the 9th and the 10th one, unless, of course, I have some really good stuff. But I'll find a way. I know what I'm doing anyway. So here we go. We're going to be trying to go through here. So what is Mega Man essentially? This is Capcom's original mascot. A lot of people have been pissed off at Capcom for the last several years due to issues about cancelling the franchise. Also, the creators of the series leaving Capcom because of creative differences. Although rumors indicated that Kenji Inafune said some very nasty things about the state of Japanese gaming, which pissed off Capcom, and he was told to fuck off. That's what I heard anyway. What you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to be heading right. Now, that was a close one there. These enemies here that are shaped like friggin' missiles, they kind of explode on contact. Also, they respawn very quick. They also get very annoying in this part of the game. So, heading up here to this ladder, you'll find your very first difficult section, if you know what you're doing here. But you also get these fuckers. These are annoying. One hit as well also kills them, but might I add as well, this game is actually easy as well if you realize what you're doing. I'm surprised I didn't get hit at all. I'm very surprised. Holy moly, I didn't get hit. Anyway, the guys that are in green, they're known infamously as Sniper Joes. Very infamous. Very infamous enemy as well. There are several variations of Joes in the entire series. So, heading towards the exit here, Sniper Joe, pretty much here, he guards the entrance to the boss. Now, what is different in this game? Well, in the original, bosses weren't exactly easy to just go across one gate, you prepare yourself, and then you just move on. No. In the original, all you had to do was go through more segments, but we have to climb down a ladder, so these enemies are very infamous. They made a comeback recently in Street Fighter X Mega Man, and here we go, first boss of the game. Boss number 1 is Bomb Man. Bomb Man is a very easy opponent to beat. All you have to do is use the Mega Buster and avoid his bombs. Essentially, that is the weapon in the game. And they don't actually tell you what you get in this game, but when he jumps around, he's actually kind of easy to pick off. And congratulations, you have defeated Bomb Man! Because sequels actually give you an indication of what weapons you get, I'll tell you which weapons you do get. Your reward for beating Bomb Man is a weapon called the Hyper Bomb, which we're going to be using in the next parts. Actually, no, we're not. But we have our next boss coming up here. If you look at the top right here, the internet meme himself, Gutsman's ass. 80,000 points. This stage is infamous as well as this theme, because this is the one where the first annoying platform, where the first true enemy of the game is. The infamous platforming puzzle. Ugh, great. Ooh, Nintendo glitchiness. How awesome is that? So anyway, this is where a lot of beginners actually get caught, because this bit of the game really difficult. You see, when you're approaching a gap, all you have to do is wait till you're at a precise point and jump. But this is the one a lot of people get caught on. You jump before you enter the thing, and then you jump right here, and you are safe. Essentially, you are fine. The little spears here that you pick up, the ones that are not energy, they contribute 1,000 points to your overall score. They add towards the end. Yeah, it's really not much when it comes to the fact this is actually a stupid idea and they removed it in the next game. Good thing they did too. Also, the Metool miners, or Metatar miners. Some people call them Metools, people call them Metatars. I think a friend of mine would actually agree that a friend of mine says Metatars. I call them Metools. Why? Because they are Metools. Should be no indication of what it is, but unfortunately, for real, it is Metatars. If you're in Japan. Anyway, these are a recurring enemy in the series. Giant, unstoppable indie bosses. They take a while to hit, but when they do, they give you a reward. So the good news is, we're at the boss level already? Bloody hell, that's fast. But we also take on the Metatars. These Metatars make a return in Mega Man 9 as common enemies, because Mega Man 9, as much people says, is just essentially a Silver Level 1, 2, and 3. Anyway, speaking of which, we have our Hyper Bombs ready. It's Gutsman! Ta-da! Gutsman is actually pretty simple for a boss, but he's very powerful. All you have to do is throw a bomb. He doesn't really move much, and you can hit him in the shockwave. See how... You see how much health he loses if he gets hit by the bombs? Like so. And the good news is that Gutsman and the meme has died. Good riddance. You get 8,000 points, you get 10,000 points for the spears, and you get a new weapon called the Super Arm. Some people have called it useless. The weapon is far from useless, as we're going to be moving on to our next boss, which is of course the most infamous boss in the game. Gutsman. And he's scissors and everything, but we get a very useful weapon out of it. Now this is the theme that everyone knows. So, let's begin. Now we have Hyper Bomb to use regularly. Hyper Bomb was category driven as a shit weapon. However, you can use the weapon in this summer Mega Man series. I'll be showing you how useful some of the weapons are, which includes the Hyper Bombs. I guarantee to use all weapons in this Let's Play, so it's only 3 parts anyway, and it's a very short game, surprisingly enough. Like most, if you know what the fuck you're doing. That's not an occurrence. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretending. Because in the near future, we'll be trying a Let's Play I've always wanted to play. Ever since that fad came in a few years ago, it'll be my contribution, and I can do it a lot better than a lot of people do it. Well, mine is Nintendo Capri Sun, obviously. And better than the joke Let's Play this game the sequel got from Mr. Chugga Conroy's. And I didn't get anything at all. Joy! So, essentially what these things are turrets. They're actually very annoying. They are the first stationary enemies. And surprisingly enough, they actually come back in Street Fighter Cross Mega Man. Avoid the scissors! Stop running with scissors! It's not cool at all! Child, public service announcement. Because I can. Yeah, these are easy, but I get to show off another reason. If you've got timing and patience, you could use... Now, here we go. Now, if you have... Now, you see, Super Arm eventually works like this. If you have the Gutsman's weapon, but if you want to pick up an item, it picks up those blocks. See? That Hyper Bomb actually, if you get some timing right, can destroy quite a bunch of enemies because of its effectiveness. So, throw the bomb again, only this time, the shockwave will kill them both. See what I mean? Very useful. Very, very useful. Okay, so, throw a bomb here. Trust me on this one. It kills the one enemy. Okay. Should I kill the other one as well? Should I just pretty much do this? Right, throw the bomb now. Watch this. It's so satisfying when you use a weapon right. Yeah, I just wanted to show off what the Hyper Bomb could do. Is it going to be used in the future? Possibly, maybe not, who knows? But anyway, now we move on to another difficult bit. So, using the Hyper Bomb here. Take the first 2 out, so we can actually get some room. Next up, Hyper Bomb him. Now we're just gonna wait until... Now throw the Hyper Bomb here, allowing... Oh, nearly got them all. I thought, sod it. let's carry on. Also, this game has a very infamous glitch, a very useful glitch we're going to be using later on, called the select glitch. If you press select, you can force the game on pause. This was considered to be game-breaking, as it was the only way to kill a certain boss. And I finally get hit by these bastards, and I land on him too! The fuck is wrong? Damn it! There. Good riddance. Moving on. Right, time to show off the super arm. And it pretty much doesn't run out. But essentially, those giant blocks can be used for further bricks. So, carrying straight on, moving on to more of the affected territory, and let's carry on here. Right, we're now into a very infamous bit. This was seen in the intro of the Mega Man Powered Up. Essentially, it wasn't the remake. A lot of people did not, despite the fact that Mega Man Powered Up was actually a really good remake of Mega Man 1, a lot of people didn't buy it, and it's sad because that game is really good. Yet the problem is though, no one likes to fuck around with your Mega Mans. So essentially, if you pretty much hit him in 2 hits with the super arm, he's effectively dead. And I nearly died to Cut Man. How embarrassing would that have been? Because he is really hard to beat. But that's the good news. Your reward for beating Cut Man you get is the... I can't remember the name. It's something Cutter.